Most people fail to stop fapping because they listen to their wrong advice. So all of these people, all of these liars tell you to count days, to be obsessed over NoFap. But that's wrong because there are 3 stages of NoFap. And for each one of these stages, there is a certain action that you need to take in order to go to the next stage. I will start by explaining each one of these stages, and then I will tell you exactly how to go to the next stage. No matter if you are on the first, second or third stage, you will know what you need to do. The first stage, beginner. This is where you just start with NoFap. You don't really go above day 7 or 6. You are basically a lastful little piece of shit in this stage. And you know that you need to change. And you start in day 3, 4, 5, relapsing each time. The best thing about this stage is that you can improve pretty easily. Remember, I'm going to tell you like the exact things that you need to do in order to go to the next stage. And the next stage is the second one. This is where you get to day 60, 70, 100. You start to build some serious momentum. You start to actually achieve a pretty decent amount of success with the casual relapse. This is where most mediocre NoFap YouTubers are at. They relapse every like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. The worst thing about it is that you can easily stay stuck in this stage because this stage is alright to be in. You don't feel this huge sense of willingness to change, unlike in the first stage. You just stay here, you relapse every like 3 months, and then you feel regret and shame for a few days, and you go back to being a normal human being. And the cycle repeats itself. You continue to count days. You continue to listen to the normal mediocre advice of NoFap, and you stay stuck here. And then the third stage, some people call it the golden point. This is where you stop to fap. You don't think about it, you don't count days. You are in day 200, 300, 700 of NoFap. You just don't think about it. You don't feel shame, you feel great. And that's the best place to be at. I am at that stage, by the way. I'm currently on day 200 and something, I have no clue. So now, before I tell you how to go up in the stages, I currently work on a full NoFap guide in my community. There are like a bunch of courses in this community, and I will also go on like a weekly calls with you if you will join. So check it out right now before price goes up. Let's start with the beginning. How you get to stage 1 of NoFap. You realize that fapping, this activity, make you feel like a fucking piece of shit, a lustful dog. You realize that you can't get attraction from women, that you look at women so weirdly and you don't want to be like that anymore. You want to change. So you decide to take action. You decide to stop fapping for a day or 2 or 3, and then you relapse. How you get to stage 2? You start with getting your why. So for you to have enough willpower to resist the few first days of NoFap, you will have to have a reason to resist them. You will have to go to take a piece of paper and write down all of the reasons why you want to stop fap, and then search for the triggers that make you fap and remove them. And when you remove these triggers and you become busy, so you start to do meaningful activities throughout your day, you feel great, and your friends start to tell you that you have changed, that you became a new person, and your life starts to go upwards. You get to the second stage, and then after a few months of being on this like lifestyle, you get an urges to fap, and you forget how bad you feel after fapping, and you say to yourself, maybe I should try to fap. Let's try to fap. Big YouTubers are in this stage, and they fap, and they start to feel shame again. That's not the golden point of NoFap. Because in the golden point of NoFap, you will still realize how bad fapping is, but you just don't think about it. It's like somewhere in your subconscious mind. You're not in the golden point yet. If you want to stay here, if your goal is to like be on a few months strike on NoFap and then relapse, I think that you are a bitch. Because being on this point is not good enough. You will still not get like the full-on benefits of NoFap. The real benefits of NoFap get to you when you forget about NoFap, when it is not part of your life, and then you just live a day-to-day life. You get a girlfriend and a real relationship with a human being, and that's how you basically get to the golden point. You start by developing the willpower to resist these casual urges to fap, and then you stop to count days, because this is just a waste of time for you. It is the thing that gets you stuck in here, because when you continue to count days, you get the scarcity mindset and you still continue to think about NoFap, and then you can't get to the golden point when you don't think about it at all. And that's why most people fail to get here, because they still continue to think about their strike and their days and NoFap itself. So you stop to think about NoFap, you develop a relationship with a real human, with a woman, and then you get to the golden point where NoFap is not part of your life. So now you know exactly what you need to do if you want to take action on the step that you need to do. If you are on the first step and you're not going to go to the second step, you will regret, because you taking action is pretty hard, alright? You know that. We all know that. Taking action is hard. But not taking action, feeling regret and shame, it's the worst thing that you can do. So take action right now, bro. And if you want to learn how I managed to quit all bad habits, you can click on this video. I will see you there.